It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Vanessa is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater. She's been with her husband, Ryan, for 5 years, but now she thinks something might be going on. So we're going to see if we can catch him in just a minute. But first, Vanessa, tell us what's going on.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We've been married, and we actually have a daughter, too. Her name's Abigail.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband's a consultant, so he kind of travels wherever and gets paid a lot of money just to tell people they're doing it wrong.
That's a fun job.
Yeah. Right? He thinks it's pretty funny that he's paid just to do that, and always been pretty lax, and they don't really fight all that often. We don't either. And, after 5 years, I can say that intimacy-wise, strong as ever, even before we were married.
So what's going on now, though?
Well, everything seems great, mostly is. It's just my husband went out of town recently for a work trip. He had a flight to catch, and so he'd been waiting around for me because he wanted to say goodbye. And when I got home, he was running around, getting things done, super last minute. Honestly, he's never been on time for anything in his life. I was telling him, you didn't have any time to, you were home all day with our daughter, so I don't know what you did with your time, but whatever. We kissed goodbye, and off he goes. Mm-hmm. So later that night, I'm just playing with my daughter. I asked her how the day went, and she said she had lots of fun with Daddy, mm-hmm. and that, they just watched movies and were hanging out. And then somewhere in her just going off a nonsense monologue about movies and dolls and what Pokemon she's discovered, she said she saw Daddy kissing Aunt Rachel.
What?
Yeah, I was just taken aback of what? Who is Aunt Rachel? And she said, Aunt Rachel is Daddy's true love. And I never thought Ryan would ever cheat on me. And this it feels like something that I'm floored. I'm floored. Yeah. And I asked Abigail, if Aunt Rachel comes over a lot or, and she said she's seen Aunt Rachel another time, but just then trails off into some nonsense. Kids, I tried to get her to say more, but it was no use. And finally she was off in the clouds.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to say something to Ryan, and I'm scared to even know. Just the idea that he'd be capable of cheating. It's and then maybe leave it. It's just so much. So I don't know what to do, how to approach him or what. If she's talking about what she actually saw in front of her, I don't know. I can't think about it anymore. I'm so thrown.
So do you guys know anybody named Rachel?
Not really. I mean, maybe she has a classmate named Rachel.
And you were gone at the time where she said she saw him kiss Rachel, right?
Right.
Yeah, that does seem strange. And kids will, they don't know what they're saying necessarily. So. And
also, that would be horrific if your husband decided to do that in front of your 4-year-old daughter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That just hit me right now.
For real.
Wait a second.
I thought you could call maybe from the credit card company because, he flies a lot. And I thought maybe you could offer him an option to have a family getaway or a romantic getaway and then just see what he chooses.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And if he chooses the romantic getaway, just see if he can list anybody else, who he would take.
Okay. See if he takes you or someone else. All right, we can do that. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he is or isn't cheating right after this. Right in the middle of today's To Catch a Cheater, if you're just joining us, Vanessa is on the phone, and she thinks that her husband of 5 years named Ryan might be cheating on her. So we're about to call him and see if we can catch him if he is or find out that he isn't. But before we do that, Vanessa, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, my husband was getting ready to catch a flight, so he was home watching our daughter, who just celebrated a birthday, so they were getting in some good quality time. And, he goes to catch his flight. We kiss goodbye, and, I was just chatting with my daughter about what happened, how was the hang, and she had said she saw Daddy kissing Aunt Rachel.
Just makes no sense.
Yeah.
And I'm devastated, and I want to call from the credit card company and see if he would choose between really a family getaway or a romantic vacation. And if he chooses romantic, see why, who it is.
All right. Well, you ready for us to call him?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? My name is Ferrari. I'm calling from Credit Card Services. And is this Ryan, who's a customer with us?
Yeah, speaking.
Ryan, this is not a marketing phone call. You're not late on your bill either. Congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have like a giant bill. I'm letting my adrenaline come down like a few beats. What's up? What's going on?
Every single month, we choose somebody who spends a lot on travel, and we reward them with a free trip. So congratulations.
Okay, so I'm like, there's not going to be like a hidden fee or something like once I get there, and then they're like, oh, it's $2,000 or something like that.
No, our way of saying thank you for being a valued customer, and for obviously you spend quite a bit of money on travel, so we want to give you a little something back. So the offer is this. Well, it's not really an offer. You've won it. Either you can choose between a family-friendly trip to a Disney location, or you can choose a more romantic getaway, and we have a few options on that.
That's a tough one. So there's a family-friendly one, and then there's like a more like adult one.
We have a few different beach locations for that.
Yeah, I mean, we got a kid. It would be nice to do the family-friendly thing, but it would be nice to get away too. I don't know. You know what? Let's do the romantic one. Maybe that will be a good thing.
Okay. So, what was the name of the woman that you want to take on the romantic trip with you?
Her name? Oh, Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
My wife.
Oh, that's your wife. Oh, cool. Hey, trust me, I've been doing this a long time, and sometimes people do not take their wife on there or their significant other on the trips, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I just figured we could get away and have a nice romantic time or something. That's funny.
You ever have anybody else on deck there, you fly a lot and you travel a lot, so, get like different cities, different ladies?
No guy from the credit card company.
Okay, just wondering. I'm actually not from the credit card company, by the way.
What?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Show's all here. I'm Nina.
Yeah, and I'm Victoria.
What is going on right now?
What's going on is we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater, where if somebody thinks their significant other is cheating on them, they can see if we can find out. And that's what we were trying to do. Your wife, Vanessa, is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh, babe, I can't wait to hear this. Let's go. What is going on right now?
Not a terrible reaction.
I mean, this is crazy, but
remember when
typical.
I came home to send you off most recently? Well, Abby said she saw Daddy kissing Aunt Rachel.
Abby said that?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Aunt Rachel, what do you mean?
Our daughter, that's what she said to me when I asked her about how your hang was. And Abby said like a bunch of stuff, and then she said, Daddy's kissing Aunt Rachel, and like she's his one true love. Like, what is that about?
Abby. Oh my God. Now I have to say this on the radio. This is so embarrassing. Okay, I know what happened, but this is hilarious. And you owe me one for this, babe, for saying this on the radio. Okay, so this is my entire life. Everyone said I look like Freddie Prinze Jr.
Okay.
Good for you, Vanessa.
I mean, I sound like this. I have longer hair, but I do look like him. I really do. You give me a nice short haircut, that's what I look like. It's creepy.
Okay.
Do I not?
You do.
Okay. I was rushing around. I was trying to get ready. I just threw on something on the TV. I just kind of threw Abby down. I was like, hey, screen time, let's go. And then I started packing my bag. I was running late. And then I'm in the other room and I hear her saying like, Daddy, no. And like the first like few times I ignore it because I figure she's just doing something. But over and over again, I'm like, what is going on? So I just turned the TV on and I had just put on She's All That without even thinking about it. It was the end where, as you know, Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook were just kissing and they're all in love or whatever. And she's all like seeing a guy that looks just like me, her dad, kissing some girl. And she's like, Daddy, no.
Oh,
and I kind of diffused the situation. But I grew up in the 90s. She's kind of always been like jokingly my hall pass, too. So
that doesn't make it any
like
better.
That's Aunt Rachel and that's Daddy's true love. And it was funny. I forgot she retains literally everything we say to her now at this point.
Wait, so she saw a movie scene and thought it was you actually kissing someone else.
Oh my
So
God.
funny.
Yeah, and I
Oh my god!
I'm not going to cheat on you.
Okay, so she
but I do have a
just
crush
thought
on
you
her.
were
I'm sorry.
kissing Rachel Lee. Okay.
Yeah. She was watching.
really
She thought her
cute.
father was in a movie.
Dumb. I'm sorry.
If Vanessa wasn't like saying like she knows that you look like Freddie Prinze Jr. and this could happen, I would think you were lying.
Yeah.
No, he totally does.
It's just the look thing.
And if you know our daughter, you could like totally see it happening.
That's funny.
It's really funny.
Well, congratulations, Vanessa. You found out your husband is not cheating on you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations.
Rachel Lee Cook is your one true love, eh?
Only bad news is there's no real getaway trip there, but
She did say you make a lot of money though, so
Yeah.
you could probably book one. Oh, he looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. and he's loaded. Vanessa.
And he doesn't cheat.
Score.
The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater.